Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Wednesday. Today I have a review on the Chanel Mini Rectangular Flap in the black lambskin leather. What I will be doing is giving you a quick overview of the items, some pros, some cons, my final thoughts, and ultimately if I recommend this item. And also at the very end of the video I will be including mod shots so that way you guys can see what it looks like on me. And for reference, I am 5'5" and I am on the curvy side. Alright, so let's get started. Before I forget, the measurements on this bag are 8 inches in length. It is approximately 4 3/4 inches in height and 2.5 inches in depth. This bag has an approximate strap drop of 22 inches, and what I did is I measured it from the top of the bag to the tip of the chain, so I thought I would mention that as well. And this bag is available in an array of different colors, different leathers, different hardwares. There's just so many different variations that you can choose from, and it currently retails for $3,100 here in the States. Onto the details of this bag. This features the black lambskin leather with the light gold hardware. I love the light gold hardware, and even though I'm not the type of person that tends to, match my jewelry to my handbag, I really like the fact that it's very versatile. So that way, if you tend to go more for gold or if you tend to go more for silver, it's right in the middle and it can really cater to both sides. So I really do love that aspect. So there is a front side of it. There is a side view of it. On the back side, you have the little pocket that is very similar to the classic flaps, and then another side view, and then on the bottom, you can see that there are no feet. There's a top view so you can see the two grommets. And to open it up, you have the double CC closure that opens up like so. And that's what it looks like inside. You have one zippered compartment. The little zipper pull says Chanel, one slip compartment as well, and then just another little open compartment there. And it is stamped Chanel, made in France. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it. And then on the top side, or on the top, you have this little Chanel Paris. And there we go. And yes, the zipper pull still has the plastic. If you've been watching my channel for a while, it won't be a surprise. And I also wanted to give you guys an up close shot of the chain just so you can see how beautiful this light gold hardware is. Check that out. Absolutely stunning. All right, so those are the details of this bag. Now onto the pros. This bag definitely has quite a bit of pros. The first one being that looks can be deceiving. This bag is considered a mini bag, and I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this bag years ago, I was thinking there is no way you can fit anything in there. Maybe a phone, your driver's license, and maybe a lipstick, and that's it. But I am here to tell you this bag fits so incredibly much. I did a what's in my Chanel mini bag video last month, and I will make sure and either put it on the top toolbar here or on the description box below. That way, if you guys want to check it out, you guys can see exactly how much I end up fitting in there. And just to give you guys an example, these are some of the small leather goods that I end up fitting in here. Of course, it depends on what I need. So obviously I can't fit all of these in here at once, but sometimes I'll go for the mini pochette, my Chanel O-zip case, and as well as my Louis Vuitton round coin purse, or I will do the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 19 with the Empreinte clay. Plus, I'm also able to fit my 6 key holder either from Chanel or Louis Vuitton, as well as my phone. Just a really quick example as to how much I can actually fit in here. Again, if you want a little bit more in-depth, you guys can check out my what's in my bag video. Okay. So check this out. And there's just a few items there, and I'm still able to fit my 6 key holder in there with ease. And then sometimes what I'll end up doing is when I end up using the toiletry case or when I end up using the mini pochette, I'll put some of the other small leather goods in here. That way, it also is a way of protecting the bag, if you will, because it is leather lined. I'm able to put everything in here. That way, if there are any kind of sharp corners or anything like that, I don't have to worry that it's going to be poking or ruining the leather lining. So just a quick shot, and sometimes I'll end up putting my phone in here, or this is just really quick. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to be able to fit them in there perfectly, but I just thought I'd give you guys a quick example of how much you can fit in here. But I'm here to tell you, my friends, this bag can fit so incredibly much. So that is by far the best and the first pro that I wanted to discuss. Another pro, even though this beauty is an all leather bag with the chain detail, it is still incredibly lightweight and very comfortable to use all all day long. You don't have to worry that it's going to be rubbing onto your shoulder. You don't have to worry that it's going to be digging into your shoulder or anything like that. So whether you're out shopping for 5 hours or a half day, or you're out there all day, you don't have to worry that that's going to happen. And I also ended up weighing it, and it weighs in at approximately 13 ounces completely empty. I know some of you guys have been requesting that whenever I do reviews, if I can let you know how much it weighs. That way you have a better idea of the item. So again, it is very, very lightweight, and I have to say that is another great pro that this has. This bag is great to transition from day to night with ease, whether you want to dress it up, whether you want to dress it down. So during the day, you're out shopping, you're having fun, and then at night, you're going out to a nice restaurant, or you're going on a date, or whatever it is, you can transition very easily, and you don't have to go home and change out your bag. So I do love how versatile it is, and I feel that with classic flaps in general, they're very, very easy to dress up and down. Again, I've mentioned before that I myself am a very, very casual dresser, so sometimes I will use my classic flaps with a t-shirt and jeans and sneakers, and sometimes I will end up getting a little bit more dressed up, and regardless, I think that it is the perfect accessory. So I do love how easy it is to transition. Because of its shape, this bag caters to most cell phone sizes without a problem. So whether you have an iPhone 6S like I do, that is now considered ancient, I know, but I'm not really a phone person, or whether you have the iPhone 7 Plus that I believe measures 6¼ inches in height. I could be wrong, but they are all able to fit in here very easily. Now, it also depends on the type of case that you have. If your case tends to be a little bit bulkier, you might have to take that off in order to fit your items in here comfortably with your other small leather goods. That way you can really end up maximizing the space. And again, because it does have the 8-inch length, again, it's a lot easier to cater to most cell phones. So I thought I would mention that as well. And just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like with my iPhone 6S, there it is inside. As you can see, I still have quite a bit of space for other items in there. So again, you might have to take off the phone case just to make it a little bit easier to fit more items in here as well. When it comes to classic Chanel handbags, I tend to prefer the double flap just because I feel that they end up holding their shape a lot better over time. But I don't think it'll be an issue with this one because it is so small. So I don't have to worry that it's going to sag or anything like that. However, because it doesn't have the double flap, it makes it so much easier to be able to maximize exactly how much I want to fit in here. Can you imagine if it had the double flap? There's no way I can get away with using as many items as I do in here. So the fact that it doesn't have a double flap is a major, major pro for me. So there we go. Now for the last pro on this particular bag is the lambskin leather. I absolutely love the lambskin leather. I love the way that it feels. I love the way that it looks. I feel that the quilts tend to be a little bit puffier, and I just feel that the lambskin leather adds just a little bit more oomph to the bag. You know what I mean? It might sound crazy, but I do have too many bags in my collection, and out of the two, the other one is caviar leather. Out of the two, I end up gravitating more towards this one. So much to my surprise, it is not as delicate as I once thought, as I once said, or as everyone else makes it out to be. Not at all. It is not as carefree as caviar leather, but it also is a lot more durable than I ever even dreamed of. And sometimes people end up getting little scratches on them, and all you end up doing, you have to just buff it out like this, or they do come with a little cloth that you can use as well. I know some people end up taking this to the boutique and their essays end up just buffing it out for them there. So there are a few different options that you can do, but I'm just very, very happy that now I have a different leather that I am open to for Chanel, and I'm not just kind of, I'm not just sticking to caviar leather or any other type of more carefree leather. So I absolutely love the lambskin on this handbag. Now onto the cons. This bag has two cons, but really one of them is a little bit more specific towards my body frame or my body style. But the first one that I'd have to say is that it would have been nice if they would have continued to use the 4 grommets at the top of the bag like they used to on their old style mini rectangular flaps. And the reason I say that is because with the 2 grommets, the chain is actually stationary. And let me just show you guys. Right there, it's stationary, so you're not able to, you know how like on the classic flaps, you're able to use it either crossbody or you're able to use it just on your shoulder one length, or if you wanted to, you can double it up. You can't do that because the strap is, or because the chain is stationary. So again, it would have been nice if they would have been able to incorporate that like they used to. That way, if you wanted just a daintier, a smaller shoulder bag, you can do it without it just being a crossbody bag or a shoulder bag. Or like I mentioned before, you can also kind of pull this off as a clutch if you are to hide the chains. So that's just one thing that I wanted to mention as well, because I am a big fan of the older style because of that reason. So again, you're not able to move this around and you're not able to detach this. So I just thought that I would mention that as a con. Now the second con, like I said before, it's a little bit more specific. It's a little bit more geared towards my particular body style, is that I can't pull off this bag crossbody to save my life. It looks so incredibly awkward. And I don't know if I should include a picture of it so you guys can see it. I don't know if I'd go that far and putting it out there, you know, for everyone to check out. But you know what? No, forget it. I'm going to include it because this is an in-depth review. That way you guys have all the facts and you can make a decision for yourself. But since I do have such a large chest, when I put it on, it just looks like I overwhelmed the bag. It looks like it's, like I said before, it's very awkward, and it doesn't make it very comfortable for me to get in and out of the bag. So I thought I would just mention that if you are petite, if you have a smaller frame, this bag looks phenomenal. But like I said before, I cannot pull it off to save my life. Now for my final thoughts on this bag, it's funny because last year I added quite a few mini bags to my collection, and I have definitely a new appreciation for them, especially because I'm the type of person that tends to prefer the larger totes, the larger hobos, or the larger handbags in general, because I like to be able to throw everything and the kitchen sink in there. But now I know that I don't have to carry everything with me. It's very easy for me to downsize from a larger handbag into something like this because I don't have to carry, it's not just going to hold my phone. It's not just going to hold my lipstick or just my keys. There's so much more that I can fit in here. So that's why I always say looks can be deceiving. You know, and I always say that, I'm probably going to date myself here, but it's almost like playing Tetris and seeing how much or what fits in the bag for your lifestyle, because not everyone's everyone's different. These 5 SLGs or these 6 items might end up working out for me, but once you get this bag and once you try it out, maybe something else will end up working out for you. And I also have to touch base again with the whole lambskin leather. Again, this is a type of bag that I never thought that I would ever own in my collection because I always thought how delicate it was and whatnot. But I don't baby the bag. I don't put it in this bubble. When I'm out and about, I don't hold on to it for dear life. No, because I want to enjoy this bag. It will do me absolutely no good for the bag to sit on my shelf. I want to be able to enjoy it and have fun with it. You know, and the fact that now I know that it's a lot more durable than I thought before makes me even happier. So do I recommend this bag? Absolutely 100%. Whether you get it in the washed caviar, whether you get it in caviar leather, whether you get it in the lambskin leather, this is such a phenomenal bag. And I will be the first to admit that I was wrong and on my thoughts on this bag, especially because I was just I didn't give it a chance. I didn't give it a chance is what it comes down to. And now I love the bag. I have a new appreciation for it, as I mentioned earlier, and I am looking forward to adding more mini rectangular flaps to my collection. Now, if I can find the perfect red with the gold hardware, then it'll make it even better. But absolutely 100% recommend this bag, and I couldn't be happier. So that does it for my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to help. And again, when it comes to reviews, I like to try out the item for in different settings for as long as possible. That way it can be a really in-depth, and I can give you a really in-depth review, and I can give you as much information as possible. And that way you guys can decide whether or not this bag is something that you would add to your collection. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget that I will also be including the mod shots at the end of this video, so right after I stop talking. And if you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my channel so you can see more reviews. And also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all on Monday. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.